Do these NFL champions even know what Asian food is? You gotta watch this clip. All right, I'm here with my UK Asian friend, Will Sue.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Will.
Yo, let's watch this clip. Play it.
Favorite Asian food? That's very tough.
Yeah. Is Asian like the same as Chinese food?
So Asian is either Japanese, Chinese. It's the Asian continent. I mean, technically India could be thrown in there too because they're technically Asian. So like Vietnam, you go to the South Asia, you get Malaysia, Philippines. I grew up in the Bay Area, so I love Chinese food. American Chinese food, whatever they want to call it. We love pot stickers, and I love Japanese food. I love ramen. I love sushi. I love gyoza.
If orange chicken counts, does that count as Asian food, Julian? Orange chicken?
I mean,
maybe it's like an outskirt of Asian food.
I think it is, but I don't know. I don't want to sound wrong and say it is, but
if orange chicken counts as Asian food, I mean, I loved your history lesson on all the continents and countries
on the continent
that have Asian food. That was really cool to hear. But if orange chicken counts, well, then mine's orange chicken by far.
Oh man, bro. I don't know why this clip cracked me up, but what I'm trying to say is that from a standpoint, it sounds like a very idiotic conversation, but it actually low-key is more aware than you think. So I'm going to break it down. Please hit that like button. Check out other episodes of the Hot Pot Boys. Will, thanks for being here.
Yes,
first, Will, I mean, I know it's two guys talking about Chinese food, but what stood out to you?
I mean, the fact that he said India's kind of Asia, but not really, that's so funny because obviously in the UK, Indians are Asian, at least Asians. If you say Asians, you're referring to Indians, right?
Right. They're the dominant Asian in UK.
Exactly. So I thought that was pretty funny.
So isn't it funny, like the American standpoint is like sometimes when you're referring to Asian, especially non-Asians are saying Asian person, Asian guy, Asian woman, they're referring to an East Asian, like looking person.
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And man, I thought I got to go through some of these lines though that I thought were funny because this first clip, that Chinese food, is that like Asian food? Run the clip.
Is Asian like the same as Chinese food?
I mean, I don't know if Gronk really lacks that many brain cells. He's from upstate New York. He's from Buffalo. So he's not the furthest thing from Asian culture, but he knows Chinese food is Asian. Come on. That's crazy. Could you believe that he doesn't actually know like Asian and Chinese?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's trying to like clickbait or rage bait, but I don't know. Pretty funny nonetheless, right?
Yeah. And then there's this other line that is Asians is either Japanese, technically Indian, and then we're going to break it down.
Asian is either Japanese, Chinese. It's the Asian continent. I mean, technically India could be thrown in there too.
So to me, this clip from Julian Edelman is funny because Julian Edelman, he's from Redwood City. That is the Bay Area, but it's not like San Francisco, but you know, he's also of Jewish heritage, so he's definitely had some Asian food.
100%.
But I think it's funny when he says like technically India is Asia because it's this internal Asian conversation about like within America when you talk about AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islander, or you know, oftentimes when you're talking about it, you're not including Indians, right? And that's just like and I know that like people debate, but obviously from a political standpoint, we definitely include Indians, but from a cultural standpoint, it seems different enough, and visually, Indian people seem different enough, so that's why they're not often included in that conversation on an everyday basis.
Yeah, 100%. I think that line just kind of infers that he understands that like Indians aren't always classed as Asians, and like, you know, he's had conversations with Asians to know that like maybe we're not talking about Indians here, right? So yeah, it kind of shows that he is from the Bay.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he dated an Asian woman. Come on. 5'10", white guy, Jewish,
NFL
from the Bay
player.
Area. Fits the bill.
Yeah.
I thought this last line of like, like when Julian Edelman says this.
I love Chinese food. American Chinese food, whatever they want to call it.
I mean, I thought this line was funny because clearly he knows that orange chicken or like certain dishes are considered more American Chinese food.
Yeah.
Like, he's not the most ignorant because when even him and Gronk are debating, like, is orange chicken the outskirt of Asian food or whatever? Because even Gronk, playing as dumb as he is, he already knows that the conversation about orange chicken is that it's not considered authentic Chinese food. Although, in my mind, I agree with Edelman that it is very much American Chinese food.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, he's probably walked into a Panda Express and seen non-Asians there. So I guess you can kind of differentiate between what, Asian Chinese food is.
Right.
And
Maybe
Asian
Gronk's like,
American Chinese food.
I've never really seen any Asians eat orange chicken in real life, so I guess it's like an outskirt Chinese food. That's a funny way to put it. Outskirt Chinese food.
Chinese, okay.
Yo, but in the UK, do they actually have orange chicken? Because I know UK has a lot of Chinese food, but it is a little bit different, especially the takeaway, aka like the Chinese express food.
Yeah, no, it is a little bit different. And no, I've never had orange chicken before in the UK. But we have heard about it before, right? Like, we kind of know what Panda Express is. So when I first came to America, I was like, okay, I need to try this.
Yo, you came to America and we're like, I gotta try the orange chicken. This elusive dish that is only American,
This sacred Asian American dish.
Yo, doesn't your cousin own a takeaway in the UK?
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
Call him up, man.
All right.
Call up your.
Yeah, let's see what he says.
Call up your cousin in the UK, in London. He's in London.
Yeah, he's in London.
So let's shout out to the takeaway. Can we shout it out?
Yeah, Ho Wan in Long Lane, Bexley Heath.
HOWA. Yo, what's your cousin's name?
Jamie.
Jamie, is there such thing as orange chicken in the UK?
Hey man, I can't lie, I don't even know what orange chicken really is.
That's crazy.
That's a fair statement.
So what at your takeaway that your parents own, like what are some of the top Chinese dishes?
So I'd say number one is probably sweet and sour chicken.
Okay, so you guys have sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah, very popular, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the most similar to what I'd imagine orange chicken would be.
Okay. It
a
is
little bit
similar,
yeah,
but it's
in some
not.
ways,
Yeah. It's a variation. It's like General Tso's sweet and sour. What else is there?
Not gonna lie, a lot of people get like black bean beef, black bean chicken.
Oh yeah, that's very popular.
Black bean. That's interesting that the British like black beans. Okay. What about like, is there chow fun? Like beef chow fun. Is that popular or not as popular?
So the noodle dishes we got on our menus mainly like egg noodles.
Right.
And, a lot of people like to go the thinner vermicelli noodles. But aside from that, we don't really do like ho fun. Some places do, some places don't. It really depends.
Yeah, some places don't. I'd say.
I saw something. I was looking at the menu of your restaurant, Ho Wan, and I saw this thing called, it's at 60A, chicken with mangue tout.
Oh, yeah. So I think in the US, people know it more popular as snow peas.
Oh, it's snow peas.
Okay, I've never heard of
what
that
kind of
before.
name is is that a British name for it?
Okay, the same thing. Okay.
All right. One last question. How do you feel about when people in is it very common? Does everybody say like, let's have a Chinese, like for takeaway Chinese, like let's have a Chinese, like, because in an American sense, that's kind of a weird phrase.
Oh, wait, what do people usually say in America?
They say, let's get Chinese food. Because
Keep it
have
simple.
a Chinese is like, I guess in the way we interpret it, it's like have a Chinese what? Like have a Chinese person cook food for you, or let's have a Chinese, like let's eat a Chinese or something. I don't know. That's why grammatically it's just interesting to us.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. It's actually a very common phrase to say, let's get a Chinese. Or even, let's get an Indian. It's kind
Let's
of
get an Indian.
Yeah, let's get an Italian as well. Like, it's not just Chinese, right?
Oh, okay. Let's get an Italian. Let's get an Indian. That's funny.
Very, very common in the white Cockney, I guess, working class.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of term, right?
All right.
Yeah, but it definitely doesn't incite any like prejudice or discrimination.
Right.
Like, I was always cool with that term. Let me know if you guys disagree. But yeah, I was always cool with that.
All right. So guys, check out Ho Wan in London if you guys see this.
Yes, sir.
Top Chinese takeout in London. All right. Thanks, man.
I appreciate you, cuz.
Let me just go through these comments real quick, man. The comment section of this. Panda Express comments back. Gronk, we got you. Orange chicken is a classic American Chinese staple, if we can say so ourselves. And Panda Express is credited for the creation of it. That's kind of who popularized it too. Someone said, I love your history lesson, but mine is orange chicken, man. And then, people do talk about how Chinese, obviously orange chicken was created in America. I'm surprised it didn't come over to the UK though.
Yeah, me too. Actually, me too.
Dude, I think it would set the UK on fire. Maybe it's too similar to sweet and sour chicken now, but I think it's really good. Someone said, did he really ask if Chinese was Asian food? Is this real? Does Gronk have CTE? Holy crap. And then this last comment, India is not technically Asia. It is factually Asia. Yes. And then some people have a debate beneath it says, yeah, but the food isn't always classified with other Asian foods due to it being a different style. And then someone else, this black guy said, listen, we don't consider Indian food Asian food when we discuss these things.
Funny how he's the like remediator.
Right.
Like, yeah.
The black guy's like, hey man, listen, that's yeah. Well, I think it's just so different stylistically. But anyways, guys, that is NFL world champions, Super Bowl champions. Julian Edelman got 3 rings with Brady. Gronk has 4 Super Bowl rings with Brady. It doesn't mean they really know Chinese food, but it's just funny that they were discussing it. So I guess you guys let me know what you think about this discussion. I think that it was actually low-key a lot more aware than people give it credit for. And that's partially why I think it's getting shared so much. But again, Julian Edelman is a Jewish guy from the Bay, so he's definitely had Chinese food before. Anyways, hey guys, thank you, Will, for being here. Thank you for calling your cousin. And check out Will's stuff down below. And let me know if you like that video. Hit that like button. Until next time, we out. Peace.